Welcome to Spatial Sunday. It's been an amazing week for Apple. iPhone 15s are now out and people are heading to the stores to pick up theirs. I did not get an iPhone 15. I still have my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I am excited about spatial video capture for the iPhone 15. However, it's not currently available, so there's no rush for me to go get one. Speaking of capture, this week we're going to do object capture for 3D objects. I've been waiting for iOS17 to come out of beta so everyone can learn. So let's learn together and let's get spatial. This is where you can go to learn all about iOS 17. You can now download it. Way back at WWDC, they debuted something that said it only was available with iOS 17, object capture. And although you could have tried the beta, now everyone can actually do object capture with your iPhone. On the left side, you can see is the developer app, and on the right side is just where you can go. You can see you can catch up on everything from WWDC. On the right side, I would click on Sessions. On the left side, I would scroll down and simply click on Spatial Computing. You could see all the sessions are here by the days. And the one I'm really excited about was from Wednesday. You can see if I scroll down right here, Meet Object Capture for iOS 17. So I'm going to click on that. Over here, you could simply do a search and you will see right here on Wednesday, Meet Object Capture. It's the same way for you to get through that. 3 months ago, when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is going to be amazing for the Vision Pro. Now I'll be able to capture real world objects very easily, and they're giving you everything you need. So before we get started, let's watch a little of this session.
Hi, I'm Lei from the Object Capture team. In this session, my colleague Mona and I are going to give you an introduction to Object Capture for iOS. Before we get started, let's review what is Object Capture and how it works today. Object Capture employs cutting-edge computer vision technologies to create a lifelike 3D model from a series of images taken at various angles. These images are transferred to a Mac, where Object Capture API is used to reconstruct the 3D model in a matter of minutes. Since the release of our API for Mac, we have seen many apps leveraging Object Capture to produce high-quality 3D models. We have received a lot of feedback from you. We are now taking a big step to bring the full Object Capture experience to iOS. This means we can now do both capturing with a user-friendly interface and on-device model reconstruction, all in the palm of your hand. We also provide a sample app to demonstrate this workflow on iOS. As part of the developer documentation, we provide the source code for this app, so that you can download and try it yourself right away. Our object capture system performs best for objects that have sufficient textual details, but we have made further improvements this year. We now support the reconstruction of low-texture objects by leveraging the LiDAR scanner. Let's take a look at this chair as an example. It lacks textual details, making it challenging for object capture to create a good model of it. However, using LiDAR, we are able to reconstruct it in better quality. During capturing, we take RGB photos of this chair. However, because the seat and the back are textureless, we cannot recover a complete model of it. In addition to RGB images, our API also collects point cloud data with LiDAR, which helps to produce a comprehensive representation of the object's 3D shape with enhanced coverage and density. Finally, a complete 3D model is generated from the fused point cloud data. Here are the models of additional low-texture objects whose qualities are improved by our LiDAR-enabled system.
The reason I was excited about this session is anyone can do it as long as you have an iPhone and iOS 17. So they give you the code. You don't have to create anything yourself. Right here, scanning objects using object capture. Let's click on that. You can see the reason I was waiting for iOS 17 is you need iOS 17 or higher, so you can do it on your iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, or later. So let's first download this, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. And you can see here is the completed project. We can now simply install that to our phone, and then we can actually start capturing objects. But we also need Xcode 15. Now, in previous videos, I showed you Xcode 15 beta. Xcode 15 is now also available. If we come to our App Store, you need to do a search for Xcode, and you will see I already have it installed, but if you click on this, you can see this was released 6 days ago. And if I click on the version 15 was just released on the 19th. Download this Xcode 15. That way you're able to open up this project. And again, over here on the left side, you can see we need iOS 17 and we need Xcode 15. So once you download that, we can actually open up this guy. And I'm gonna agree. You can see Xcode 15. Definitely we want iOS 17. You can definitely check out the complete list of features, and I'll share this in the description below. I'm gonna click continue. So now I have Xcode 15 installed. I can go ahead and double click on this, and I definitely want to trust guided capture, the sample project created by Apple. You can see it may say this, iOS 17 not installed. You can select Get, and then it will download that for you. You can now see that is available and that goes away. The next thing, we need to make sure that I have iOS 17 installed on my phone. So I'm gonna come to my settings, and then you can see here, I have 16.6.1 available. If I scroll down, I can select iOS 17 is which I want. And now let's install. iOS 16 will be deleted. I'll click OK. I'll need to now accept the terms of service, press agree, and now iOS 17 is downloading. So it'll download, reinstall, and now it will be on my phone and will be all ready for object capture. All right, now it's your turn. Download Xcode 15, also download iOS 17 on your phone. Pause the video and do those things now. All right, with everything set up on our phone, on our computer, I'm going to connect my phone. I'm going to push trust to trust this computer. And then in devices, by selecting this, selecting my phone, make sure you come to guided capture, signing, and certificates. You have to put in a team. So I'm going to select my team. And then all I need to do is press play. You can see it's preparing to install on my phone. Now it's copying over this app to my phone. It's now installing to my phone. And now, so I'm going to disconnect from the computer. You can now see it's on my phone and we can actually capture some stuff. So I set up a little area back here. You definitely want to be in a well-lit area. And you also want to have the object where you can go all the way around the object. So kind of like on a center table. I don't have that in the office. So I'm gonna do it right here and you'll kind of see how I capture. It's amazing how fast it's able to capture the detail it's able to capture. So let's capture some stuff. So first thing we're gonna capture is this guy here. And I'm gonna put him here. You can see I got plenty of light. And I'm also gonna add some more light. Come back over here. Let's also capture our Ant-Man. And what else can we capture? I know. Let's capture the competition. Why not? And maybe Thor's hammer. So yeah, let's capture these things. Let's get my phone. And remember, you want to you're going to simply follow what the app is telling us to do. You can see it says more light required, but I'm going to do start capture. Move slowly around my object. You can see it's capturing it. And this is why I'm stuck here. So I'm just going to kind of go around slowly. You got to keep this dot on the object, or it'll tell you to move. So let's go back around and see if I can get around all this way. There you go. First segment complete. For best quality, capture 3 segments. So I'm going to press continue. Now it's telling me to flip the object to scan it. So I'm going to flip it like that. And I'm going to click on that. Continue. All right, let's press continue. So now going around it again. So you can see it's really easy to do because it gives you all the things. Second segment complete. For best quality, capture 3 segments. Flip it. I'm going to flip it on the other side now. And click continue. And press continue now. Aim at my object. Make sure you keep that dot in the middle. Select it on that object. And there we go. All segments complete. I'm going to click on finish. Aligning images. It shows processing time about 10 minutes, generates the point cloud, optimizes, and launches the AR object to place. I can place the object captured, I can scale it, move it, or rotate it. Stand this back up and let's compare. Scale back down to be exact. I can also click object not to show AR. Doesn't save, so make sure you press share or you'll have to scan it again. I'll use AirDrop to send it to my computer. Now back on our computer, we need to go into our downloads folder and we'll be able to look at our USDZ. So here we are on our computer. You can see AirDrop sent this file, modelmobile.usdz. I can actually preview it by selecting it and pressing space. And there is our model. So let me do a couple more scans so we can get them to our computer, and then I'll show you how to import them into RealityComposerPro. All right, so let's grab our Ant-Man. I'm going to press continue. You can see it scans it, start capture. Let's move around. Make sure you keep the dot on it. It says flipping this object is not recommended, so I'm going to click continue. Now it says capture from a lower angle. So I'm going to do from here. Second segment complete for best quality. To capture the object again at a higher angle. So now let's just do like this. Now you can see all segments have been completed. Now it is aligning the images. It gives you an estimated amount of time. Now you can see how this app is really easy to use. It recognizes if something's tall like a vase, it tells you to flip it. And something like an Iron Man mask, it said, nah, we don't think you should flip that. Just leave it as it is and get it from these different areas. So pause the video and go record 5 different things. The app is on your phone now. Simply go record 5 different things and send it to your computer. Next, we're going to show you how to put it into RealityComposerPro, and that'll be it for today's Spatial Sunday. You can see on this one right here, that's why they want you to use two reflective surfaces. See, it didn't capture, it looks like there's a hole in there. Now that you've scanned your objects and you've sent them, you can see I have mine here. Let's just go through them. You can see this is a model. There's my Ant-Man, and I could totally interact with it. Again, I just press space and I press up. Here's my Thor hammer. I sent the Thor hammer twice, so I can get rid of that. And here is the Quest Pro. But you can see this one is not as good. But the reflective surfaces, that's one of the things that it tells you not to do.
Although we now support low texture objects, some objects still present challenges. It's best to avoid objects that are reflective, transparent, or contain very thin structures.
So this one turned out pretty bad, but I could recapture it, change the lighting, and do a lot better for that one. So you can see this is one of the challenges, and I did this one intentionally because I captured it before and it was worse than this, and I captured it again and it was better than this. But I wanted to show you that sometimes you're gonna have to redo it, and definitely make sure your lighting is good and all of these reflective surfaces that you get, because like even underneath it looks pretty good. Now we have these. Let's go ahead and rename this. So what I'm going to do is actually share these with you for you to download. If you don't have an iPhone 12 or higher, you can still follow me for these next steps. So you can see here I uploaded my 3 models I just scanned for you. This is the link sketchfab.com wjgreality/models, and you can simply come here and mouse over these to download each one of these. So pause the video if you don't have any models, if you did not scan, pause the video and download these models now. All right, so we're gonna wrap up by just showing you how to pull these into Reality Composer Pro. Next week, we actually will build out a full project, but today we just want to add it into Reality Composer Pro. So you can see here, it actually tells you Xcode 15 was 6 days ago, but right here, for development with the VisionOS 1, continue to use Xcode 15 beta 8. So we need that in order to actually open up Reality Composer Pro and also to develop for our Vision Pro, which we'll be doing next week. So to get Xcode beta, if you don't have it, simply gonna scroll on down, and then you can see right here from August 29th, Xcode beta 8. You can also download the VisionOS beta 3 simulator runtime. Here, you will just download this and then install it. So pause the video, download this, install it, and then we will show you how to get up and going with adding these to Reality Composer Pro. So now you see I have Xcode beta installed. Here's the regular Xcode 15. I come back up here, I click on Developer Tools. Now you can see I have Reality Composer Pro. Let's just open up that and let's create a new project. Here is our Reality Composer Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and close these guys. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Reality Composer Pro, definitely check out the playlist in the link below. You can see getting started with Xcode Reality Composer Pro. Also here, Reality Composer Pro doing dioramas. And lastly here, you got another video, shader graphs and Reality Composer Pro. So you can watch these 3 videos to get started with Reality Composer Pro. For now, let's just add in our models that we imported to show you how easy it is to scan it and add it into Reality Composer Pro. So really simple. We can do it 2 ways. We can click on this and find our actual objects, or we can simply drag them all in. And then to add them to our scene, we can simply drag them in. Now you can see I can move these guys around. I'll select this and move it over there. There we go. Really simple. We scan these objects, and now you can see we can add them by simply importing them. And now imagine all the things you can do. Object capture, I've been excited about it since I saw it 3 months ago on day 2 of WWDC. Now with iOS 17, you can capture anything in a 3D. This takes our building for Vision Pro to the next level. We can capture anything in the real world and now utilize those objects inside of our Xcode projects. This is my creativity project to you. Think about something you love. Think about a creative app you can make with that. And next week, we're actually going to build it. I'm actually going to show you a preview of what I scanned. It's something my son and I love, Marvel.
Avengers! Assemble.
AR is going to change the world. Everyone can learn, so let's create a diverse group of Immersioneers. Learn more about VisionOS or Lightship by subscribing, liking, and sharing today.